All right. Look at you guys. You filled in all the blanks. I'm so proud of you. All right, what are we giving away today? Look at this. All from American Home Shield. It even says American Home Shield on it. There is a cookie cutter with a recipe, a Bluetooth speaker, a I don't know, a phone sanitizer, and a
stress ball.
Yep. And who's the winner? The winner is number 15. Who is last? Emmanuel. Winner, winner.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right. All right. Facebook. Make sure you check in on Facebook on the Realty One Southwest, not the private groups. Use these hashtags here, and maybe see those scrolls on all the computers. That's how they get those pictures for those scrolls, is off of the hashtags. So use the hashtags, and maybe you'll get some pictures up there. Maybe it'll be a picture of me. But anyway, take pictures throughout, and then at the very end, go ahead and check in. Just a reminder, and show you my broker license number and expiration date. Make sure that you use my name on all your contracts going forward. Let's talk about some of the Rev Up trainings that are coming up. Tomorrow is Rev Up number 8, Financing and Sale Mortgage Basics. This is going to be live in the Summerlin office. And it is from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and Jim's the instructor. And then on Monday, it's working with buyers and getting your offers accepted. This one is on Zoom only, Monday at 4 p.m. And John's the instructor on that one. Next Wednesday, it's Module 9, the residential listing agreement. We actually fill out a listing agreement and some of the other paperwork for the listings, and I'll be the instructor, again, live in Summerlin. And then next Friday is Module 10, Finding Motivated Sellers and Preparing to Win the Listing. Now these Rev Up classes are geared toward the new agents, but they're not specific to the new agents. So like if you haven't taken a listing in a while and you need a refresher on the listing agreement, feel free to come next Wednesday.
All right. Summerlin.
At Summerlin, yep. All right, so you all know that we had an election, or hopefully you all know, that we had an election last week. And I'm here to tell you that Mary Perry won as the president-elect. So all these agents are the agents that we supported, and they all won. So yeah, first Realty One agent to be president-elect president. So Jody, you have a couple of things to say. This is Mary's assistant. Mary couldn't be here because she's at a board of directors meeting right now.
I'm Jody. I just wanted to thank you all on behalf of Mary. She's at her meeting this morning, but I just wanted to thank you for voting and for your support and getting her elected. We brought you some sweet treats, got you some cake and some cupcakes, so just again wanted to say thank you.
We're all about the cake and cupcakes. Tell Mary you said
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Next up, I have somewhere around here. Keith. Keith is a third-generation painter. Now he is a home inspector for Amerispec, and Keith is responsible for all the rest of the goodies over there.
It's hard to compete with Katie.
I don't know, you did good with those cookies.
You know, cookies and bagels
Yeah.
can't go wrong. Coffee,
Yeah.
there's coffee, water, guys. Help yourself, don't be shy.
Yep.
I just wanted to introduce myself, say hi to Realty One. My name is Keith. I was a painter. I was third generation, so I was taught by dad and grandpa. I've been on construction sites since I was about this big. I used to watch the houses get built, the stair guys, electric guys, drywall guys, tile guys, everybody. So I've seen all the trades my whole life, and then that's what got me into home inspection.
Thanks.
So Amerispec, I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with Amerispec, except for you are, of course. We are number one, not number one, but one of the top in the nation. And we are extremely trained, very, very thoroughly by corporate and aftermarket, Internachi. I personally am thermal certified, mold certified, certified WRT. If you guys know what that is, that's when you have a leak and the guy comes in and cuts your drywall out and removes all the moldy stuff. I used to do that after painting, so a lot of knowledge and a lot of know-how. Our franchise is the very first franchise ever of Amerispec, so once they got the mold, they franchised out from there. So we've been family owned and operated since '88. We still have the same lady answering our desk and scheduling our calls as we did in 1980. So it's a great company, it's a great team. I got all kinds of stuff up here for you guys to grab. I got some stuff real quick to talk about. I don't know how many of you guys are doing with pools and first timers. So we teamed up with Poolstar. Poolstar is a company that offers us a free app. So when your homeowner gets a pool and they get this pool and they have no clue how to run a pool, they've never had a pool in their life, they get a free app from Poolstar. They've teamed up with us with our pool inspection that comes. And what you do is you call that guy and he FaceTimes you and basically shows you how to run all your pool equipment, shows you how to do your chlorine, basically takes the place of a pool guy. So this is kind of huge because a lot of people are overwhelmed when it comes to pools. We do pool inspections. I like to walk them through all the stuff and show them how it works, show them what's an issue, what's not an issue, that kind of thing. I'm gonna leave flyers up here for you guys to grab.
Can I say something for you?
Of course.
I actually started working with Poolstar. They actually service my pool. It's been probably about 6 months. They're freaking amazing. Best pool service I've ever had. They're awesome. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're up and coming pretty soon. On the back of these, and on some of they have these QR codes. If anybody's known what those are like now, you can access it real quick through your phone. And what they do is they have a whole online store. And so now do you have the little gizmo that floats and tells you your pH balance and your chlorine and everything?
My pool's pretty new, so I have had all
Yeah,
of those
they've got this
things
gizmo
for
coming out
already.
where it'll actually float and send it Wi-Fi to your phone and tell you your pool levels, what's the issues, your chlorine level, your pH balance, and all that stuff. It's a no-brainer. It's really easy.
Yeah, no, I make Cody, I don't wanna do anything, just do it all Cody, so, yeah.
Well, that's what they're for. Why not take advantage of it? And it's a free app too. Once you get a pool inspection with us, it comes with it.
It's, they're
So it's not a
amazing.
big deal.
Any questions regarding home inspections for Keith?
Do you still get the booklets at the?
I have them, but they're all outdated because we're all digital, but I have a whole box of them.
Yeah.
Looking to give them away, so if someone wants them. It's great for first timers because it's a full 3-ring binder. It shows everything like tips on the home, how to maintain and whatnot. It was a great thing in the past, but everything went digital. So now we're on home binder. So home binder, that all comes and goes to the junk mail.
Right.
So it's not
But
supposed
it's
to.
a digital booklet on maintenance.
It's the same thing, just online. Yeah, well, I have the physical old school ones. We also have, if we miss it, we fix it. So nobody has that. So if I miss something, say I miss an outlet that's not working or something, we're gonna replace it and stuff. We're not gonna accept any mistakes. So we stand behind every inspection, and we're a head and shoulders above the rest. So I'm just hoping to maybe crack into the valley. I'm new. I just came out here from April, so I've only been out here for a few months.
Welcome to Vegas.
They've been bugging me for a year to get out here, and I'm like, what the heck?
How do you like this 109
109 a.m. No big deal. I'm a river rat.
Thank you,
Buy a house?
but I'm inside.
Not yet.
You need an agent.
As soon as I get some inspections, I will get in. I need to get some inspections first. I literally just got here.
Good.
But I'm looking maybe next year. I still have my house in Cali. I left the wife, left the dogs, left the house.
That sounds like a country western song.
Yeah.
For sure.
Backwards, right? But thanks again for.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Keith. Again, thanks for all the goodies.
Oh, no worries. Thanks for having me, guys. If you have any questions for me, I'm gonna hang out just for a little bit.
Cool.
But feel free to help yourself to anything.
Cool.
And I'm just gonna observe.
Awesome.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you. All right, Zell, who signed up?
It didn't work.
It didn't work?
No.
It's great, I love it.
You got,
I signed up, but then I got a commission. I was waiting for it to be Zelled, but then I got notification that a check is ready. So obviously something's wrong. I don't know what.
so did you use the new CDA?
Yeah, well, I wrote on the bottom by my signature, but I didn't know there was.
So there's a new CDA, that you need to use the new CDA that
Okay.
has a little check box, because that's
Where
what
do
they're
we
looking
find
for.
that at?
It's in SkySlope.
Not in Remind.
Probably not Remind.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that.
I don't know if it
In the
might be,
future.
but yeah, if you want, get your commission by Zelle, make sure that you use it, make sure you sign up first and then use the new CDA.
Okay.
Do you have to use it?
No.
No, so the question is, do you have to? No, you don't have to. If you want to still get paper checks, you don't have to sign up for Zelle, so absolutely. Or you can say, maybe this one I want Zelle because I'm out of town, and maybe this one I want paper. You can do that. It doesn't have to be all or nothing.
Do we get a document of the breakdown of
No,
our
we
check?
don't. So that's the
Okay.
only drawback right now. There is like no check stuff.
Okay.
So you gotta make sure that you save your CDAs, just create a file for your CDAs. Doesn't mean that in the future we won't be emailing some sort of check stub. There's been talk of it, but for right now, just plan on using your CDAs.
Okay,
Cool.
thank you.
Any other questions on Zelle? It's cool, you love it, huh?
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. We've been doing this since July 11th. What is the date? The 21st? So we've been doing it for 10 days now. 11 days, whatever. And we have no water. What's going on?
I gave you $20 to get some.
That was for the previous one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this is a
Yeah,
new
so this is a
one.
new one, just started July 11th.
Okay.
We have a goal of 4,000 bottles. Now, 4,000 bottles, 24 bottles in a case, so we're looking at 166 cases that we need. I'm committing right now, I'll do at least 20 cases myself. So I will bring 10 cases tomorrow and then probably 10 again next week, because my car only holds.
Can we just give you money again and you get more? Come on, you're
If
stronger than
that's
me.
what it takes. Bernadette.
You're
Can we
stronger
mail
than
you?
Order them on from Instacart and
Yeah,
delivered.
yeah.
Can we do that?
Good idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's reach our goal of 4,000 bottles, 166 cases, we could do that. Not only can we, and here's the thing, is the guy that heads up this charity, we've been doing this for almost 3 years now, and when we partnered up with him, we had no idea that the guy that heads up this charity is an agent. And so after a couple of times, he's like, you guys are so good and so supportive. I'm gonna join you guys. So he's now an agent here in our office, so.
If we get some, could we just get help removing it from our car to the office?
That's why you gotta
That's
use
it.
them.
Oh.
That's the biggest
I didn't say it this time.
What'd she say?
We'll have help. Absolutely, we'll have
Okay, good,
help.
'cause that's the biggest issue, just carrying it up the car.
Whatever guy is hanging out, so make sure, whether it's me, Angel, Brian, whomever.
That will make it easier. Now there's no reason why we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's reach our goal. There's a lunch and learn July 28th by American Home Shield, so RSVP to Nicole for lunch and learn. We need to know how many will be here, so that we know how many lunches to buy. Do we have any idea what's for lunch? You know, if we knew, maybe we'd get more people.
I will work on that.
Yeah. All right, so July 28th, lunch and learn. So we had the blood drive, it was last Friday, was it Friday?
Monday.
It was Monday. It was just this past Monday. And it was a huge success. They sent me and Paul Glodowski an email thanking us. Paul sets it up. Are we gonna be doing this quarterly now?
Yep, the
So-
next one's in October.
Next one is in October, so we're gonna be doing these blood drives, they're right here in this room, once a quarter. So, I'm giving, I'm committing to give, I'm here, I'm gonna give. Last Friday of every month is happy hour. Drinks and snacks are provided by the company, so the next one is July 29th. So be here, we have a lot of fun. We might have some alcohol involved, maybe. Keith is like, what?
That's tomorrow.
No, next Friday.
Next week.
Okay, yeah. Last Friday of every month. And you are right. Every Friday is Team Spirit Friday, where you put your favorite team's jersey on. We all do. So we usually have at least 6 or 8 people that are wearing jerseys. Charlotte has. You're gonna be in tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. I expect you to have your jersey. All right. Remind. This is your weekly reminder that Transaction Desk is going away. Transaction Desk will be gone in September. However, most agents that I talk, who uses Remind? Do you love it?
No,
It has its challenges, but
Has
so did
challenges.
transaction does.
Like, dislike?
I don't know.
Brian?
No, I don't.
Hate it? All right. That's what I'm hearing from most of the agents. Most of the agents don't like it. I've heard a couple people say it's fine. But as a company, we're going to SkySlope forms. So
I
SkySlope,
started using the SkySlope form.
we don't have SkySlope. There's
I did some forms in
Yeah,
there.
there's forms in SkySlope, but it's not a transaction management. It's not like you can create a
Right.
Digital
transaction.
sign.
But I did,
Yes.
I started,
Yeah.
I did some
Yeah.
electronic signature on it.
Yeah, so, which is really cool, so you don't have to go into Transaction Desk or Remind, create your transaction and then save it as a PDF and upload it into SkySlope, because it's all going to be in SkySlope. And I know I've been saying this for a while, and the other managers are like, when's it coming, when's it coming, when's it coming? Well, we've been waiting for Wendy DeVecchio, the president of LVR, to send us the signed contract. Well, she sent a blank contract to me yesterday, and because the contract that she had Damon's signature on it, so she sent me, I signed it, got it back to her, and she sent it back to me like right away. So we sent that over to the SkySlope, and they and Wendy said, you know, this could take 45 days. But when we sent it to SkySlope, they said, oh, we already have all the LVR documents mapped, so it should be fairly quick. So I'm guessing, they didn't give us a date, but I'm guessing within the next week to 2 weeks, we will have access to SkySlope forms, which will be amazing.
And then we'll have a class on it, or?
Yeah, we'll be doing lots of training through Justin, that does the Rock University and the One Rock Stars. He does a lot of training on it because they already have it in Arizona, and he's been training on it in Arizona. So he's going to do the training for us. He'll do some live where he actually comes in and trains, or they'll be recorded. There'll be Zoom training. So yeah.
Excellent.
So be on the lookout for that. All right, Shawnee, what's going on in the mortgage industry? I just gotta say, I love Shawnee. She's amazing. She really is. Amazing person and an amazing lender as well, so.
Thank you everyone. I don't have anything new to say other than the rates are gonna keep rising. But don't take that negative message to your buyers or the, buyers basically. Tell them that we have products, don't discourage them, give them the positive feedback. When we talk, I don't talk to them, yes, rates are gonna go high, but we have 7-1 arm loan product. So what that means is, I'm keep reminding you guys, it can have a fixed rate for 7 years, and after 7 years, if the rates are lower, you can, within the 7 years too, you can refinance. So don't give out the negative, feedback, just be positive and tell them that, sellers are panicking. I have first-hand experience. We have a rental property. I have a panic seller. My husband, he's panicking, so Macrina knows. So he's offering 4% for the buyer's agent. So he's panicking day and night. He's like, I have to sell it. I have to sell it. So, sellers are getting that negative, feedback. Okay, my house value is gonna drop. talk to your agents, talk to your other counterparts and, put the word out there, get some closing, concessions towards the buyer, and we can buy down the rate, okay? So we are here to help and, yeah.
On that 7-1, when it's time to, the 7 years is up, does it automatically lock into the new rate, or
New
is
rate.
there communication to the client, here are your options, what do you wanna do?
Yeah, within that 7 years also, if the rates go lower, let's say, rates are lower,
Mhm.
he can refinance.
Oh,
There's
so
no
it's not limited?
No,
It's
no,
not-
no,
okay.
there's no prepayment penalty, they have the option to refinance.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so, I think, I closed 2 loans already, 5.6251 girl, she's 23, first house, and the other one, she's 38, single, family, they want to buy a house, 5.25, 7-year arm, so they qualify.
Okay.
What's the cost on those?
There is a cost, not like the fixed, 30-year fixed, so with my lender credit, it's gonna be like 2,000, 3,000, I can't quote an exact amount, but it depends on credit too.
Cool.
Yeah,
And what
Alright.
is the 30-year at right now?
6.5, 6.875.
But here's the
But don't
thing,
panic.
if you're representing the buyers, put in the offer to have the seller credit the buyer for, used for, by the
I got
interest rate.
2%, I got 2%
Yeah.
for closing costs, so.
Sellers are, they are.
Sellers are willing to do it now if they, we're in a different market
Yep.
than we were just a
Mark,
month or 6
If
weeks
you
ago.
go back, what have the buyers been doing for 3 years? They pay their own down payment, they pay their closing costs, they don't get anything fixed on the house, so they have to fix repairs, and they're paying $5,000 to $20,000 over an appraisal.
Exactly.
So for any of these buyers to say they don't have money, well, it's bullshit. 'Cause
Yeah.
for 3 years now, we've been dealing with it.
Right.
So now you come back and you actually are getting sellers paying for stuff. So even when the seller paying stuff, they should be able to do a 2-1 buy down.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
still,
exactly, buy down the rate.
which is a
Exactly.
point and a half on 2-1 buy down, so I mean,
Right.
buyers got money, they're just redirecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
And they're
so
not
we're-
locked
we're-
in it
We're in a
forever.
different market right now, we just need to think different and act a little different.
Just be positive.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Shirley.
All right, our sales reps from Rock Title, Stephanie and Felicia, we
Hello, good
love them
morning.
too.
How are you guys? Des is gonna go first, actually. Go, Des. Oh, this is not even safe. You may need spray or something. Did somebody trick me and put a permanent in there? Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm just stopping in real quick today. It is usually our wonderful marketing team, but you guys don't have a lot of escrow officer presence anymore. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Desiree Holmes. I'm the branch manager and a senior escrow officer at our Southwest location. So I know right now I just wanted to talk about a topic I'm seeing unfortunately a lot, which is a lot of cancels right now. So I know that is an issue everyone's having, so I just wanted to talk to you guys real briefly. When you get those cancels and you're doing your addendums to cancel or your cancel agreement, it could be either one, please make sure you're putting who the earnest money is going back to. We see that happen a lot where the file will just cancel, and unless we have specific instruction on who we're returning these funds to, it's just gonna stay in escrow until we get it. But on the flip side of that, when you guys get your new buyer, the good news is we've already got a commitment going, everything can get fast tracked for you. I just closed one for an agent in 7 days, so yeah, like we're moving really fast
With
for
an
you guys at
HOA?
Rock Title.
With
With
the
the HOA. With the HOA, and as we all know, HOA demands usually take 10 business days to get, so we ordered the HOA early, so we made sure we had that in time, and we got everything closed and wrapped up for everybody, so our title department's doing amazing, they're getting out commitments to you guys super quick, so if you need anything, just let me know, all our cards are located out front, my cell phone number is on there, always here for you guys, okay? Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
I just want to say something really quick, right? That has something, we all know it's a shifting market, right? You agree?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
How to win in a shifting market is important, right? So, go ahead, Steph, and I'm gonna try to get this up, but we need to talk about One Rockstars.
So here is Rock University. We've been talking about this a lot, so I'm sorry if we're just beating a dead horse, but we really feel that this is a great tool for all of you. Is there a second slide after this one, or is this it?
No.
Is this it? Did you put the training schedule on there? No? Okay.
That's a website.
All right, so when you as Realty One agents want to start the training with Rock University, we don't want you to go to straight rockuniversity.com. That's for all of Las Vegas. We have opened up this training to all of Las Vegas. You here at Realty One, you get your own special login, which is right here, onerockstars.com. When you register at onerockstars.com, you get access to training on the One Suite and One Zone and all of the Realty One training. That's all done at 1 o'clock on Mondays, specifically for you. When you register for One Rockstars, all of that training is there. If you miss a class on a Monday from 1 to 2, that's okay. It's loaded into the video library. So you can go back and rewatch a video or watch it for the first time at your own speed. In addition to that, you also then have access to Rock University. So we don't want you registering in both because you can only register in one. So choose the onerockstars.com because that gives you access to both. Rock University, that's opened up citywide, is actually, the training is done on Thursdays from 1 to 2. So you might be on a Zoom and you might see somebody from another brokerage. Don't freak out. That's just because we are also inviting them to come to that training.
Those are
Because
only Thursdays.
That's on Thursday from 1 to 2. So if you're a time blocker, Monday from 1 to 2 and Thursday from 1 to 2. Those are the training sessions. Again, those are added into the video library if you miss them. So, any questions on that?
So one Rockstar is specifically for Realty One, whereas the other one's for anybody, whoever wants
Correct.
to watch it.
Absolutely. But again, they're only getting Rock University. They don't need the one training, right?
Right.
Yes.
So what happens, because I think I got, when you guys were sitting
Yeah.
up there one day, I got signed on rockuniversity.com.
Okay.
How can I
Have
get
you
that?
been able to access any of the one training? We
You
can
know what,
look at your,
because I was going to, and
Okay.
then I couldn't take it.
if you ever log in and you're not seeing the one the One Rockstars training, like One Suite, One Zone, all of that type CRM training, let us know. We can work on the back end and get that fixed for you. Because Justin is the administrator on that and he can clean that up for us. So if we do it by accident, no biggie. It's just I want to direct you the right way first. Yes.
Since every time I want to learn something, they ask you sign up, your name, address,
Yes.
email, everything. So we do that every time?
Yeah, I have to do it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, so I registered, but then when I go to log in, I just have to know my password and at that point, I'm not doing my name and all the information, I'm just doing my email and my password. And that's it, and then I get in.
Thursdays, 1 o'clock, we're always gonna broadcast it in this room, the Zoom on the screen, so if you guys are in the office or can come back and you wanna be here for it, you're in this room every Thursday at 1.
At 1.
We're gonna make sure it's on this screen.
So what are just examples of some of the training classes, like how to create a mailer piece, or what is the training?
Yes, so I just sent to Nicole this morning the new training schedules for both.
Oh, there, here we go.
To
give you
I
an
don't have to
idea.
memorize.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
CRM, it's YouTube, it's TikTok, it's LinkedIn, it's most of your social media platforms on the
Okay.
Thursday trainings. Monday trainings are specialized for Realty One agents in their One Suite, how to master your CRM, how to do your leads, your
Your website.
website.
Debbie DeGroat today,
Debbie DeGroat, yep, she's today, how to win in a shifting
we're gonna
market.
have that on here.
Yep, so I
Be
have to
here.
register.
Be here at 1 o'clock for that one.
There you go.
Debbie DeGroat is an awesome speaker, trainer, coach,
Yeah.
and she's going to be doing training on our shifting market. Clearly, we have a shifting
Got
market.
it, wait.
And I honestly had never heard of her before, but I know Mike Ferry, I know Tom Ferry, I know Brian Buffini, all those names.
She comes from the Mike Ferry's.
Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting because we have a new tool that will be coming, a new farming tool for all of you. We're not talking about it today, but I was on a training and it's out of Southern California. And it's a nationwide platform for farming. And the speaker that was doing the training said, oh, and if you ever go to a coaching class with Debbie DeGroat, is that how you pronounce it? DeGroat. she too will tell you want a turnover rate of 7% or higher. And I went, oh, Debbie DeGroat, my gosh,
Yeah.
we're bringing her via Zoom to our agents. Like
And her
how-
husband is an agent, a Realty One agent in
Is he?
California. Yep.
Okay, so she's gonna be a great asset today to watch. Please take the time, and again, if you miss it, it will be loaded into the video library later on for all of you. Okay? Thank you very much. Let Felicia and I know if you have any follow-up questions, and we're always here to help you. Thank you for choosing Rock Title.
Thank
What else do we have here? Stats with Emily. Where'd she go? Oh, she didn't come in today. So the stats, let's go over the stats. Active listings, over 9,000 active
Yeah.
listings. Remember when that number was like 2,000?
2,000.
Yeah. Median price is $490, under contracts 33. Days on market up to 24. But you know what? Still, that's, yeah, up to 24. Yeah, that's crazy. And this is funny. Price decreases. 1,815 price decreases just in the last week. That's more. I mean, I've signed more price decreases in the last couple of weeks than I did the previous 2 years. It's crazy. And then this is my favorite one to track is the months inventory. So we're at 2.9 months of inventory. That just means if not a single listing comes on the market, we're going to be out of homes in 2.9 months or almost 3 months. We've watched that number for a while. It was hovering 0.8 and 0.9, and then over the last 4+ weeks, it has been going up. Last week that number was 2.6. So we've gone up, just in the past week, 0.3. So they say when you're below 3, that's a seller's market. 3 or 4 is more of a stable market, and anything above that becomes a buyer's market. So that's just a figure that I really like to follow as far as kind of really get an idea of what's going on in the marketplace. Any questions on the stats at all? No. All right. All right, so we have Bernadette. Now, I know Bernadette for, I don't know, lots of years. And she heads up our relocation department, and she is amazing. She had an accident recently, so she's walking a little gingerly. But we are so excited that she is here. She's not talking to any other offices but ours.
True,
Yes.
true.
Because she loves us.
My favorite.
So big welcome, Bernadette. I said big welcome to Bernadette. A little slow, but
Still early.
Thank you. I'm with you on that. Not enough coffee. I'm there for that. I know that, hi everybody, first off. I have been with Realty One Group for 14+ years. Like you said, like Mark said, I run the relocation department and have for that time period. I have been in relocation for 20 years, but in real estate for far more than that. But we won't go any further into that because then I'll age myself. Anywho, I know you guys get a lot of people coming in on how to win the listing, how to do this, and what's a better way to go. I'm gonna give you guys some tips with regards to the relocation perspective and how things work my way and what I do. One, how many of you know where the calls go after hours and on the weekends? I know one person, 2 people here know for sure. It's me. So I am that person that is getting any call that they don't know where to put it, they send to me to figure out where it goes. So if I've got a property address, a client calling in, the first thing I do is hurry up and pull up that property on the MLS, get your guys' contact information and provide it, which is simple. However, if I am out and about and get a phone call, I still take that call because I'm trying to get you guys these people right away, or a buyer or seller taken care of right away. I don't have access to the zone on the go, so I Google you guys. How many of you have your profiles up on Zone? That is
Oh, man.
so, okay, that is so big. Or, how many of you have looked at Realtor.com lately to see what numbers are listed there, if you have a picture and all of that? That's huge, and let me explain why. With relocation, we've got a lot of stuff out there, okay? When clients are coming in and wanting to know who you are, just out of the relocation part, the first thing they're gonna do is go to our Realty One Group site, right? They wanna see a picture of you and they wanna see what you do. So on our Realty One Group site right now, all it's offering is your name, your telephone number, and a picture. The first thing that person is going to go do is go Google you. And if Realtor.com comes up, you've got your office phone number or nothing listed at all. That's a problem. If you've got nothing in there about yourself, change it, go fix it, go talk yourself up, talk about your hobbies. Somebody's more inclined to choose you as their listing agent or buyer's agent if, let's say, your hobby is running or riding bikes or MMA or something of the sort, and they see that, oh, that's my thing. They're gonna contact you for sure, but if you've got nothing on there, they're moving on to the next. So that's the biggest thing that I look at, and the other thing is when I get the calls, yes.
Technically, if they don't have a photo uploaded in the one.zone, they do not, you guys don't pop up on the public website.
Ah,
So you have
okay.
to have a photo up there or you don't pop up.
So when you say when you get calls, what number are they calling?
888.
The
So it's
888.
888-461. If you look up pretty much anything, if your number's not listed, the calls will come to me. So then I have to research you. But here's the one thing when I'm researching you. If you're not in the, okay, if you don't provide, I don't know if it's any of you, but there are quite a few Realty One Group agents that for some reason don't provide their cell phone number to our front desk staff who are putting in all of your info. So when I go to research you on the zone, I'm getting the office number. So I'm having to tell the client, I'm sorry, I don't have, Jane Doe's telephone number, but I can give you the office number and hopefully they can help you out and get you transferred. Here's an email address for that way, okay? If on Realtor.com you don't have a number there, and I don't have a number on Zone, again, I'm having to send it to the office. But if it's after hours and on the weekends, the only thing I have, hopefully, is an email address. But how many of you are constantly on your emails? Phones, text messages, yes. Emails, you're not. So you could potentially miss a buyer or a seller because you did not provide that cell phone number to your front desk or go check your Realtor.com, yes.
I've been with Realty One since 2008 and set up everything. Do we have to update that, or is there new platforms or programs?
Usually, no,
Okay.
but I will tell you something I have been figuring out probably for the last 6 months. It was mostly, I don't think there was any of them here, but Summerlin and Northwest for sure. Northwest multiple. On Realtor.com, make sure you check your telephone numbers. Everyone needs to do this. There was a number listed on a Realtor.com, and I only figured this out because a client called and was like, I've been trying. I was like, that's not the number I have in Zone. Somebody, I don't know who, somehow, and it was in California, the number was going to a person in California, is putting their number in associated to your names. Please check those numbers. I don't even know if these agents got them fixed, but I notified brokers and all of that just to let them know what is going on. I would honestly say make it a day once a month to go in and check your profiles. Check Realtor.com. Make sure nothing has been changed and you're still listed as that person. My thing is making sure we're getting as many buyers and sellers in here for you guys as possible. With things like that, that's gonna help us bring ourselves up to the next level.
Okay.
The biography thing on there and your picture, everybody wants to see who they're dealing with. The hardest thing is, and I've done this, like I said, for 20 years, is talking to someone constantly on the phone. I know you, I know you, I know you, but I don't know you because I've never put face to face. That is the greatest thing when I see the face after years of talking to someone. These buyers aren't gonna wait, or sellers aren't gonna wait years to put a face to the name. They wanna know who you are. So make sure you're uploading those photos, you're doing all of that, your biography's on there. And not just a plain, like I said, your hobbies, include that in it. That's huge. Sorry, I've got a ton of things that I wanted to talk to you about. Another thing, I know everybody's thing is how can we get leads? Work on your leads and you do these things, it's gonna bring you in more to close, more listings, more buyers, even renters. Renters, I know a lot of you don't like to work with renters. One of these days, those renters are gonna turn into buyers. You know, and I understand that it's a $250, $300 fee, sometimes $375, but potentially that renter can become a buyer. So think about that when you guys are saying, no, let me pass off this renter to someone else, or I don't take renters, or I don't do that. There's always that potential, or you can get a renter that thinks that they don't qualify. Why can't we get them to Shawnee and just check in and see, and then your renter has already turned into a buyer just because you checked in and you didn't push them off to the wayside. That's a big thing that I'm seeing, is a lot of the agents don't wanna work with renters, and that's a rough thing right there. On your listing opportunities, so in relocation, we deal with a lot of relocation management. So when I get a listing opportunity in, my agents on the team have to compete with one or two other agents that are in the industry with other companies here. Make sure you've got all the details of Realty One Group in your listing presentations, even if it's not relocation, even if it's just your regular. How many of you know how many Realty One Groups we have in the country? You do? Do you put it on your listing presentations or when you go talk to your clients?
Isn't it like 300?
We have 373 as of June 30th.
373.
373, and that's Realty One Group as a whole. We have as of June 30th, we have 17,667 agents within Realty One Group. That's your sphere right there. You tell your sellers that you have access to all those people. I've got 373 Realty One Groups that are gonna see your listing. All over the country and around the world, they're gonna see this, they're gonna know. I have over 17,000 agents, almost 18,000 agents that are gonna see this and could talk to their buyers that could possibly be relocating. It's huge. Those numbers are so important. And that's the one thing my relocation management companies are telling me. When they see those things, those numbers make a difference when they're going back to these clients that I could get the potential listing for. Look at this company versus this company. Look at what they're saying versus what they're saying. And they push towards those of us that put in the numbers that show the proof and the evidence. So just try to keep those numbers in mind, just to talk to your clients about that, okay? So the market's changing, we all know that. So everybody's gonna look for more revenue, how to bring in more revenue. How many of you do referrals? How many of you send out referrals? Okay. We've got 3 out of a room of all of you, and I can guarantee you, we all have access, okay? I send out one time a year to my family a written letter. If you'd like, you could all leave me your email addresses, and I will email you what I do send. Just a hi, hello, checking in. Don't forget, I'm in real estate, and I can help you anywhere in the country and possibly around the world. We don't have access everywhere. I try really hard for sorry, I had COVID in December and my brain is shot. Our international referrals. I don't have access everywhere, but we have access a lot of places. Imagine that letter going out to your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, you know, all of that, saying, oh gosh, half of them, in all honesty, forget that, oh shoot, you're in real estate. This year has been my best year in referrals, and I am not a licensed agent. Realty One Group does not want me licensed because we don't want you guys to feel like you're competing with me. So I just give my referrals out. Any family member, I just send them out. Alone, Realty One Group Relocation has collected over 40K this year on my referrals alone. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area, so you know that kind of probably makes sense. And it's just with me sending a letter. My cousin completely forgot that I was in real estate and was looking to purchase in Seattle. And our commission that came in here was 18K. That was a 30% referral fee. It's huge when you go to your sphere and remind them, I am in this. A big thing, give your parents or your siblings your business cards. A magnet on the fridge or something. Isn't my mom and dad, yes, my mom and dad, have a magnet of my business card. and it reminds them constantly to give out my name and number. I have closed numerous deals in the San Francisco Bay Area for people I don't know because my mom and my dad remember to tell their friends that, hey, my daughter can help you, my daughter can do this. You guys don't need to even do any of your research alone. You just call me, and I've got the sphere. Like I said, 20 years, I've got people everywhere that I've worked with and I know do a great job and take care of us, update us, and all of that. So it's huge. Going after the referrals is what's gonna supplement your business. So keep that in mind when you're doing your websites. A big thing putting out there. We have 373 Realty One groups. If you have a website, put that on there. We have 300, I can help you anywhere in the country. Give me a call. Then they're gonna see that relocation tab, click on it, and you can help them with that. You don't have to do anything. Fill out that paper, forward it to me, and I'll take care of the rest. Relocation guides, when you've got those leads coming in, no more papers, of course, but do you want them to contact you, Stephanie, or like Desiree?
No, us.
Okay.
Sales.
Okay, so Stephanie has all of this digital, and it's great information on the Vegas Valley. Look at all of this. How simple is this? Do you know how grateful clients are when I email them things like that? And this is before they move. Hey, here you go, take a look at these. And I'm so glad and excited that I get to have this.
So can I share a couple of things
Absolutely.
to add to that? So hopefully you've seen our seller guides and our buyer guides. We have the new ones that are printed. I believe we have some over here in the marketing area. If not, we do have seller buyer guides available. We also have the relocation guide. We do recommend that you send this as a PDF to your client versus a print. It's very expensive to print these folders, right? To print these booklets. We are happy to provide them for you, the seller buyer guides. We have a lot more of those than we do the relocation. With that said, on Talk University in the training, and I can guide you to the right video or show you, there is a way to customize the front page of the buyer seller guides and the relocation guides to you. So right now, it just says rock title, as it should, but you can also then add your image. So there's a template. Now we cannot print those for you if your image is on it. We can provide it if it's a rock title, but once you start putting your picture on it, you need to. But again, if you do it digitally and then you send it to the referral client, you look amazing.
Okay.
So get with us to learn how to do that, because you're not just providing value, you're putting your face in front of them, and that's what we're trying to do.
Clients that are relocating into the Valley that are not here and get something like this, they're gonna be your client for life. I've got clients from way back in 2002 that are still contacting me, and they laugh because they still want that copy of this.
I got one, so I'm just gonna, sorry. When I moved here in 2010, I came here from New Mexico, and as we know, American Home Shield, I didn't know anybody in Las Vegas. So I went online and I Googled relocating to Las Vegas, and it sent me from the, one of the, like the city, the generic one, right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly
It
what
wasn't a
you're
real estate
talking
company, it was the Chamber of Commerce,
Chamber,
there you go. So there was an agent that was attached to the Chamber of Commerce, and I then reached out to him because he was the only agent I knew at the time here in Las Vegas. So the fact that he then sent me that information and he was the contact, he had a great piece, he had everything dialed in, and so he did show us properties when we first came to town. I didn't buy from him because I wasn't ready yet, but I know his name, I know I know him, right? I remembered him from 2010. People will remember you from this small piece of information.
Exactly. And you can add your own little personal stuff in there as well if you're gonna print it or anything, or even when you send your PDF off, there's a little excerpt about yourself on the front page. You know, this is me, here's my picture, here's who I am, your bio. Your bio should be about you. Yes, your expertise, but also make sure it's about you and who you are. Let these clients get to know you, because that's gonna be their ultimate decision. But these relocation guides are huge, so important. I love these things. There's a company out there, Sunray. I wanna say about 10 years ago, the last time I talked to the gentleman, he wanted to charge us $2,500 for these. We get the digital copy, and I think it was for like 200 printed copies. $2,500. How much are you charging them, Stephanie?
They're free.
That simple, guys. That simple. So definitely keep that in mind. Sorry, that's my comment. I was very excited to get that today.
Yeah, and that's spiral bound because our actual relocation guides, like the print version, we are getting a small limited amount. So when we're out, you're gonna get this. So it's only digital right now.
Digital's
We don't
the
even
best.
have print, and digital is the best.
You really have those few clients that need the actual copy. So the digital is amazing, and you can change that add a page so simply with your bio and stuff. The other thing, how many of you check in on your buyers after you sell? And how often?
4 or 5 times a year.
Okay.
Once a year.
Okay. This is, so,
They become our friends.
exactly, and that's how it should be.
Yes,
And they,
part of our family.
they feel so valued by you when you continue to check in on them. Another big thing that I've learned is when that year mark comes in, hey, did you remember to renew your home warranty? Because a bunch of them don't even open those letters or anything like that. They toss that into the garbage or whatever. They don't read the emails. I know I screwed up and I didn't. I completely forgot mine expired because I did a 3-year plan. Had I had an agent reach out and say, hey, I'd have been like, oh, that's great. And then what are they doing? Referring you,
Yes.
right? Because you're helping them out. You're helping them with that huge right there because they feel like you care. And right now, that is the biggest thing. Customer service is so hard up everywhere. They find an agent or someone that feels like they care, they're keeping you.
They
You are gonna
invite you on their special events.
Exactly, like you said, you become family. You become, because you care.
Yes.
All because you care. That's a big thing, just little things like that. Sorry. It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm on so many brain enhancers. I think, oh, your reviews. How many of you checked out your reviews online lately?
Good ones.
Oh, please, go check, go look, go read. That needs, when you go in there and check your numbers on Realtor.com, that one time a monthly, like I just told you, get on there and check your reviews. Yelp, everywhere. Look at that stuff. The one big thing that, so, okay, in relocation, I am on Zoom calls learning new things for across the country because I'm all over the place, right? I deal with real estate pretty much in every state, so I need to know a bunch of different stuff, not just Nevada or Arizona. I need to know it all over the place. One of the big things that they were saying is no one looks at their reviews, right? No one's gonna look at your good reviews. They're gonna find that one negative review that you didn't reply to and say anything or remove. That's what they're gonna look at. And then they're moving on to the next. And it's not fair, I agree, because you could have that disgruntled client that, you know, it was too hot in your car by a degree or something when you were driving them around. That could be the potential issue or something. But that one thing, check out your reviews. Make sure you are replying and thanking those that go in there and leave you a review. That's another thing that, wow, okay, they really appreciated that I went in there and took the time. They came back and took the time. It's all, you've got to make them your friends and your family.
Is there a preferred platform that you like on the reviews? Like I get mine all on Zillow. I just ask them to do it on Zillow.
Google, Zillow's good. Realtor.com is where so when you Google any realtor, the first one that comes up is your profile for Realtor.com. That's the first one that comes up. That is the first one that comes up, and I can tell you that because I'm in there looking at you guys every day, so.
Yeah, I have 0 on them, just because I don't tell them to do the reviews there.
Tell them, that is the one thing you want to do for your clients, especially when you've hit it off with the client, you've done great, could you please send me out a review? You're not gonna get all of them to do it, But some of them are gonna do that, they're gonna want to do that, and then you build your review. Reviews are a huge thing right now. That's the one thing, we actually just had this conversation last week on Thursday about the fact that everybody is looking at reviews before they move forward with anything. So first they're gonna go to your name, right? They're gonna pull you up, they're gonna see your picture, they're gonna see your biography, and then what are they gonna do? They're gonna look at your reviews. They're gonna look at those three things right there. So important for your business, so completely important for your business. Do you guys have any questions? There's other things I just need to take a moment. Do you have any questions with regards to your sphere of where you need to go, what you need to do? There's the outbound form over there. What else do we got, guys? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Reach out to your gals. Let's see. I took tons of notes. I have.
Maybe send us the email, should they come over from Realty One? How do they come?
What emails?
When you refer someone to us, like you said, through our phone number or through the email?
I have a team.
So it could be coming from anywhere and it won't say Realty One.
Mine would, if you were on my team and I was sending you a referral, or if actually, are you talking about if I got your lead? So if I got a lead on your listing, it would say me, it would say Bernadette Pacheco, Realty One Group.
Okay.
Yes, it would definitely say me, and then it says, see below, this client is interested in your listing, or this client is looking to contact you, or things like that. You guys should always look in your spam for me, because I'm in Relo, so we send out a lot of e-blasts, so some of my stuff will go to your spam. So always just, at least look in, because there's quite a few of those leads that come through, and I will not, if I get a lead on your listing, I will pass that to you. That is going right back to you. I am not handling it, I am not assigning it, you're handling it, unless you email me back, which happens quite a few times where agents going, I'm not available, can you help them out?
How about outbound referrals? If we have a client that's moving to a state, we don't know anybody there, so how does that work?
Okay, the form is over there, or I can email it to you. Email, I love doing that because then you could just type it in there. Outbound referrals, the biggest thing on an outbound referral, number one, be involved. I know it's easy to just hand it off to me, and that's great. The best thing to do is be that first point of contact. And a lot of agents don't want to do that, but the person on the other end that I am referring your client to is gonna know what agent to pick, because you know that client, right? By talking to you, they get to know you a little bit. Oh, okay, I need an agent that fits her, that is like her. But it's better if we fit like that, we're more apt to close on the deal. But how it works is normally a referral going out is a 25% referral fee. I charge 30, and the reason why I charge is because Realty One Group does charge 20%. You don't have to worry about getting the broker on the other end to sign. You send me the form, fill it out, send me the form. I get it into our system, I call, I connect them. I hope you want to be involved at least one phone call just to say. I get a 30% referral fee, that is split 80-20. It usually ends up being about 24.5%, so you're just under that 25% mark. You don't have to worry about updates. They are required to update us every 2 weeks, and my system automatically sends them update requests. And if they don't update when they're supposed to, it sends them one a couple times a day until they do, and that's one of the things. And I'll never utilize the company again if they do something wrong. I also now have a system that I am sending out reviews on how things went. Having all these deals with my family this past year, I've learned quite a few things, because I actually sold a house to my sister and sold my other sister's house, and it had been somebody I had been referring to for quite a while, and one of them didn't go too well, and I was kind of shocked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the referring agent, or the agent that got the referral is not up to our client's expectations. What happens from there? You get them on board to another agent?
Yes, so that's the one thing that it makes clear. So being a relocation director, we have all an unsaid thing. If it does not work out, and our agents know, so any agent on my team that gets a referral from me, okay, if it doesn't work out, or for some reason, any reason, I always tell the client, let me know. call me. Each client you guys give me, if I get to speak to them, I give them my cell phone number, I send them a text message, giving them my name and number, and I always reiterate, if for any reason you are unhappy, please let me know so I can get you a new agent.
And how do you decipher what agent to use? I mean, there's so many offices being opened and stuff, how do you get to know?
So right now, I am trying to utilize all of our Realty One groups,
Right.
which is great because we're in a lot of places. However, they only have an hour to call me back. And I just, our clients, your clients, instant gratification, right? If they're sitting around for 24 to 48 hours, if it's an international, it may take a few days, possibly a week. But if it's something that's just going, say, to Arizona, to North Carolina, to Florida, you've got an hour to call me back.
No matter what time of the day it
No,
is?
no. If it's, so if it's Florida and it's already 2 o'clock here,
Exactly.
it's gonna be the next day. But if it's time and they can do it in an hour, you've got an hour to call me back. That's one of our big things there. And usually we have each other's cell phone numbers. So we could, each RD can text, hey, I got a referral for you, so can you please do me a favor and reply back. So it's a big thing, but if you send the outbound referral or your referrals through me, anywhere you cannot help your client, still your client, you still can help them, I can help you through it. You don't have to worry, I get it signed by the broker, I always make sure I've got the proper signature. I always make sure before I give them a telephone number that we've got that signed referral agreement back. Because you always take that chance of sending that referral and that contact information, of you closing a deal. If you don't have, you could have an agent signature, that's null and void. They don't have to pay you. You have to make sure it's the broker. You have to make sure. If we don't have a Realty One group in the area, I have colleagues that I've worked with for 20 plus years, so I would go to them. But I prefer to try and keep it within the family. Keep it within the family, and we're doing really good with that. And we've got a lot of them. Any questions? Anything else?
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, for being patient with me.
No, you were awesome,
No, you're
awesome
great.
stuff.
Thank you for the.
Okay, we have one last guest speaker, my little brother over here. Michael has, something to say about our CDA.
Okay, perfect.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Michael.
As you all know, Zelle has rolled out already for this office.
We already discussed it.
All right, so we're going to discuss the things we're seeing. Please make sure that you are using the most current CDA that has the little boxes next to each line.
The question was this in Remind? Is this in Remind?
No,
Who cares about Remind?
it's not in Remind.
It is not. in
Good,
Remind.
good point.
It's not.
Where do we find this?
Find it, please use the one that's in Sky Slope, because there is one in other places, and it's not really working well. And
Right.
so, as Linda can attest,
Yes, it's a pain in the butt.
it actually removes things. If you use the one that's not in Sky Slope, it removes things that you've typed in,
Right.
like the Zelle check, like the date at the top, like the $200 compliance fee. It removes all that. It still calculates correctly, but it removes all that information. Jeff had one like that where it removes his date. But yes, please use the one that's in Sky Slope. There is a checkbox at the end of each payee line from 1 to 7. So please check the one that's, if it's for you, please check the one that's next to your name, not 3-4 lines down where there's a blank. That may or may not Zelle to your account. Zelle is only for our agents, can't Zelle to a referral. So we've had people try that. And so, yeah, that's the most important, is please use the one that's in Sky Slope and make sure you're using the most current form.
Any questions on the CDA or Zelle?
How do we validate that our registration for Zelle went through?
Probably contact your banking institution.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get a little text message, that tells me. that-
Yeah, I signed
Yeah.
up, with the Realty One, so.
Anybody that you add though, it should give you an email or a text message that says this has been successfully
But that's
activated.
accurate, okay. Okay.
One other quick thing, has anybody had any deals with Open Door recently? No? If you have an Open Door file, it's very much like if you represent both sides, you do have to have 2 files open. Because you get paid by both sides. You get paid by your side, and you get a referral from Open Door that's 1%. That cannot be added to your commission. That is not your commission, that is a referral. So you do have to have 2 files, one for your commission and one for that referral from Open Door.
Okay,
Is that for listings or?
any of them.
Any Open Door.
Okay.
And there literally is not one single agent doing that correctly at this time.
Even Jack?
Not one.
Alrighty,
So,
Thank you,
Michael.
Michael.
Thank you all. Remember, no matter how you slice it, greatness is a choice. Let's go out there and be great.